guys, welcome back to another video here on my channel. In today's video we're gonna take a look at the Fireball Lalo army strategies. I got the army from Shock, Clash of Clans. His YouTube is also linked in the description down below. For the equipments we have like kind of normal equipment. Meanwhile on the king I actually prefer the invisibility vial here on the queen, because sometimes you actually want to snipe out the town hall, and in my opinion the invisibility vial is just way better than the magic mirror. On the warden we have obviously the fireball with the rage gem, and for the royal champion we use the shield and the rocket spear. Here on this account I'm not maxed with the rocket spear, but I still think that it is better than the haste vial and the hawk puppet. But with that being said, I would say let's jump right into some replays and have fun with the video. So the first replay right here is on stars, and obviously I wanted to show a little bit off, but I actually can really recommend you this army so much because it's just so good. And you will see, like, I don't use the Lalo in any of those attacks. I mean, obviously maybe you have to do some Lalo at the end, but even if you have to play the Lalo, it's not a normal Lalo. I mean, it's not difficult. So that's why I can only recommend you this army. And what you kind of want to do is you always kind of want to use the Flame Flinger. And in a base like this one, as you can see, there is not really that big flame flinger value, except if you tank this expo. If you have this expo tanked with the warden, you can snipe off like kind of this, maybe not that much, but you can see you can get the single, you can get this ricochet cannon out of the way. And the goal, what you kind of want to do is you want to basically funnel your warden into the middle, maybe not in blue, but you want to funnel the warden inside the middle so that you can get a good fireball. As you can see, the fireball here on the warden would get the clown castle, would get the scatter shot, the rage tower, and after that there is not that much damage, and that's kind of the goal. I use the flame flinger most likely to funnel one side, but we'll take a look at a replay which I don't do that. And after that you kind of use your super barbarians to funnel the other side. That's what I do. So if you take out, for example, this builder hut and maybe this arch tower right here, the warden will get pressed into here. I mean, at least, or as soon as he will go onto the eagle, he will go towards the middle, and that's kind of what you want. You don't want the warden on the outside. Even if you have delivered the fireball, you want the warden to keep going and, you know, get somewhere and get some value. And basically after that you can just go with the Sui for the best value. I mean, you don't have to get a good funnel for the Lalo. With the royal champion you can go with the rocket spear for other good value, and kinda the rest just the Lalo. This maybe sounds a little bit complicated to you, but let's just say it that way. It's very easy. I mean, I'm playing this army I think since 2 days or something like that, and I think I failed once or twice with this army, and that was just because I missed the fireball or let my warden die. So stupid mistakes. But if you keep your warden alive, there is no way that you can fail this. As you can see, the warden got the value, and now we kind of want him to go around right here, right? The flame flinger will probably open up because of the mortar, but as you can see, you got a good chunk out of the base. Now, what is kind of left? It is kind of this thing right here on the top side, and this one on the right side right here. Some of those parts the ward will actually take down, but as you can see, for the yellow part, if you deploy your royal champion from the bottom side right here, with the rocket spear, she should be able to get out all of these buildings, probably also the air defense, and that is basically only the compartment here on the bottom side. And like I said, you don't want to go for a good pathing with the heroes. That's why you can just play it just into everything. And if you maybe think that it's hard to funnel, well, you don't really need that good of a funnel because you have the earthquake boots and it kind of opens up everything. And right here, it's not even that bad if they go to the bottom side because the Flameflinger took out all of this. So after they get the value, they will automatically go back inside again. As you can see what will happen now. With the Royal Champion, we go on the top side and she should be able to clear all that. And also the enemy Royal Champion. And now with the King ability, you even get access to the Town Hall, which makes that the Queen will get the Town Hall out. And yeah, well, if you see at our spell deployment bar and on our regular troop bar, you can see we still have our whole Lalo. We have a ton of spells left. And well, with that, it's a GG. Alright, here on the last base. And as you can see on this base, you don't really have that like big fireball value, but what I saw is this compartment in the middle where you can get 2 air heroes, the builder hut, poison tower and the monolith, and if you are lucky you even get the CC. But the first thing which I do once again is looking for Flameflinger value, and as you can see the expos are kind of on the bottom side. You have on the top side, you have this area right here, as you maybe can see, where you don't really have anything against the Flameflinger. Well, there is maybe the King, but remember the King is not that hard to take out if there is no defense building around him. You can just snipe him out with 2 headhunters and an archer or 2 archers, and after that, as you can see, you can get crazy amount of value. You can get the Town Hall, the Poison Tower, 2 multi-archer towers. You can even get the multi-inferno tower right here. But yeah, so far with the Town Hall, so good. But what you want to warden is, like I said, you want to get the fireball on this builder hut if possible. And for this, I like to always start in a corner from here and kind of go inside. If the warden goes to the top side, we can play the heroes from the bottom side. If the warden is going to the bottom, that's even better, because then you can use your heroes for this part right here and the Royal Champion for the Eagle compartment. So yeah, I would say we just press on start. And one very important thing is maybe for the Flameflinger, and I don't really do that because I'm kind of used to it from Zaplalo, and I cast with a Barbarian, I think, yes. But you actually have a Hog Rider in this army. Try to use the Hog Rider because it's just way better to look for traps. And if it comes down to tanking for a mortar, obviously the Barbarian is way better. So try to use the Hog Rider for looking for traps. And as you can see, I actually froze the King once because the Flinger can get crazy value, and it's just worth it to invest the freeze right there. And the Flinger can also activate the Town Hall with this Poison Tower right here. And as you can see, the Warden is also doing a great job, and he will go to the top side. And this means that I will come with the heroes from the bottom side. And also something what is very important, that time. You don't have that much time. So if you know your plan that your heroes will take out this part, start as soon as you can. Now obviously maybe not in the first 10 seconds, but like after a minute has passed, I think it's a good time to start with the king and the queen. But I also succeeded with placing them 30 seconds later or 30 seconds earlier. But in general, I would say at the 2-minute mark, I would say start with the king and the queen, just to not get a time fail. Now, as you can see, we delivered the fireball. Sadly, we pulled the CC out with the warden, but the flinger got the town hall, and so far it's looking very good. And as you can see, we still have the royal champion, which we will now place from the right side, because I just wanted to take out the ricochet cannon and the multi-arch tower. Those are just those two buildings which are probably doing the best against the royal champion and the warden. So that's why I wanted to take them out, because, well, the Lalo is not that big of a deal, or not that big of a part. So that's why it's more important to take out those buildings that are against your heroes and not against the Lalo. And as you can see, the warden even dies right here, but we still have one spell, and as you can see, we still have a whole Lalo. And actually, I don't really use the Lalo in like basically any of those attacks. As you can see, I mean, I swag it all the time. The army is just so OP.